Hi guys, Colorless Bayonet here, and today I'm going to be showing you a deck tech for the modern deck Affinity. This is my version of it, by the way. So the way this deck wants to play is it wants to put out all these cheap artifacts like Memnite, Ornithopter, Pest, and Scourge. And while it's doing that, it wants to accelerate your mana with Mox Opals and Springleaf Drums so that it can get into its more powerful spells that cost 3 or something. Like these 2. And nope, those are only 3 drops. So I'm going to go over the deck list now. So first, as I said, we have a lot of cheap artifacts, which is mainly these. We have some cards that work well with the deck, which are Steel Overseers. These are insane. Your opponent's gonna have to answer them, within a couple turns when it's come out. Spellskite. This card's very good against Burn, and I have some Burn in my meta, so I like to mainboard too. And then Etch Champion. I like this because when the Eldrazi deck was a thing, I don't think I played. I think I played 1, so I just went up 1 because the Eldrazi deck got banned. And then Master of Ethereum. This is just insane with the deck. This is probably better than Steel Overseer if you can get to it. Welding Jar. Now we have our cheap non-creature artifacts. We have 1 Welding Jar just to regenerate anything. 4 Mox Opals, which will accelerate your mana. Same with Springleaf Drums, those will also accelerate your mana. And then here's the best card in the deck, probably. Cranial Plating. It gives +1/+1 to each artifact you control. But the really neat thing is, in the middle of combat, you can attach it to another creature for 2 black. I love that ability so much. It's so good. And then I have 3 Galvanic Blast because this is just good removal for an Affinity deck. And then here's something I'm playing because I kind of wanted to play. It's Soul Artifact. If you are to put this thing on, let's say a Darksteel Citadel, or what else? Ornithopter, it's insane on. And Etch Champion. If you're able to put it on one of these 3 things, it's insane. Oh, and you can do it to your mana acceleration things like Mox Opals and Springleaf Drums. You can even do it to a Memnite if you want to. But those are the cards that you really want to do it on. You want to show them the mana accelerations again. So you can do it on either of those 2. And then 2 Thoughtcasts just to give us some card draw. And then I'm going to bring you down to our lands. We have 4 Darksteel Citadels because these are artifact lands. These are the only artifacts lands in Modern that we can play in the deck right now. So we're going to play them. 4 Inkmoth Nexus, because we can turn them into creatures, and they're also artifacts. Same reason for Blinkmoth Nexus, and this one can pump Inkmoth Nexus, or another Blinkmoth Nexus. And then Glimmer Voids, because they can tap for 1 mana of any color, and if they get sacrificed at your end step, you're probably already going to lose the game anyway. Because you need artifacts for this deck to run well. And then, wait, do you need them? Yep, you need them. And then Shivan Reefs, because that's just good fixing. And now I'm going to go onto the sideboard. Let's pick all these up. Oh yeah, by the way guys, I'm going to an FNM tonight, so I'll probably tell you something about it after it happens. We'll get up the sideboard. That's my DCI number. 2 Tormod's Crypts, because there is this, what's he playing? Living End guy who keeps running around at our store. Do Natural State, because Affinity is probably the most popular deck in Modern right now at my local game store. Do Spell Pierce, because they're just insane against decks that don't have many creatures. Do Dispatch, because you just sometimes need more removal. 1 Wear and Tear. And then here's the most important sideboard card in my meta, probably. 3 Ancient Grudge. There's so much affinity that we just need this in our meta. Us as non-affinity players, or even affinity players, want it. And then 2 Whip Flares, because there are some people who aren't playing affinity but are playing like really fast aggro decks. And then 1 of this in case I were to bring in like the dispatches and the wear and tears. So yep, that's the deck. So thank you for watching this video, guys, and stay tuned for more videos. Oh, I totally forgot. Also, the next deck tech I'm going to do on this channel is I'm going to do an improvement deck tech video of my ramp deck, and I'm going to make a deck with this card, Inexorable Blob. So now I'm done. So, bye guys, and stay tuned for more videos.